I'd like to live in a house that looks like this, forever on fire. A calm sound comes from the strings. Where will the birds fly to when the flood comes? The elder said that people were exhausted by symbols after the war. Is that true here in the valley? I hold tight to the feeling of being almost lost, barely lost, wandering with conviction. If I could tell Dad that I left home, I would describe this feeling to him in detail. The faces look trapped in there. Is this a sculpture or raw materials?
Oh, that sound. The camera click. The valley used to be so full of the sounds you couldn't hear yourself think. Now to hear it again. That sweet, awful click. You came to see the work of the reclusive artist. Come here. Let me see. Bring it close. My eyes. I can only see here.
The text is barely legible. 3 aphorisms from the young. None should see the face of love and live. It looks like a set of aphorisms. Now to find the rest.
Awful. Form, color, subject, simply awful. That was me trying to play to the crowd, to be charming. The crazy woman made this junk. An artist. I buried her a long time ago. I'm surrounded by it. I spent my life trying to make something beautiful and true. I failed. Can you bring me photos of my art? I'd like to see my work one more time. I want to see how I wasted my life. Come, show me. What do you think of it? No amount of work can replace true inspiration. Awful. Form, color, subject, simply awful. That was me trying to play to the crowd, to be charming. I should have grown ivy over them. At least the flood will take it all away. Was I never truly inspired? Did I really fail so completely? Let's see another.
I'm not sure what to think about this. I hope this isn't the face of a god. He looks like he'd steal your lunch. A face worn with the strain of creation. She is compelled to create, like how I feel compelled to document this season. This instrument is so beat up, but lovingly preserved. I must have played some important tunes. This instrument is so beat up, but lovingly preserved. I must have played some important tunes. What a cheap-looking contraption. I'm not sure what to think about this.
Completely off. I thought if I stood outside his door long enough in the rain, that God would let me inside. All I did was toil my fingers to pieces. I wanted to capture this valley in a piece of art. That's all. It's just junk. Enough about my... Let me see what else you've got in that journal. My trash all on a page together, like a real art exhibit. One day, you could add my name to it. Mitziora. They might as well know who to blame. The museum vault. Every artist dreams of their work hanging on its walls. Oh my God. You'll try to go there? It's so far. It'll drain your life away trying to reach it. That is undeniably true. Your journal might end up in the vault, which means my artwork. Oh, that would redeem everything. Every wasted when a dream crawls back out of your throat. I can do better than those little statues. I can. If you help me. This art will memorialize Cheng Valley, and we'll finish it together. Cheng Valley has many faces. Many themes, characters, eras, stages. Take a look through this junk, and we'll pick a face to show Cheng Valley to the unborn children of the... You do that while I make some tea. You seem lost. We are here to choose a theme for our artwork. You can see through the clutter. I have looked at all this for far too long to... There are no mistakes, only wayward inspiration. Just pick the face, facet of Ching Valley that calls out to you.
I don't mind going to different places for my food and my minerals. The golden season was pretty weird. Too bad this is sold out, and happened 100 years ago. There is no end and no beginning. This house has such a palpable personality.
You seem lost. We are here to choose a theme for our artwork. You can see through the clutter. I have looked at all this for far too long. There are no mistakes, only just pick the face, facet of Ching Valley that calls out to you.
What a cheap-looking contraption. I'm not sure what to think about this.
Factory rejects. The valley could only afford these. We were wary of modern conveniences anyway. Not made by hand, and not made by God either.
This instrument is so beat up, but lovingly preserved. It must have played some important tunes.
Oh, you've brought me Manchez's violin. He was a wonderful singer. We were so proud he came from Cheng Valley. He collected stories, games, and songs and spread them across the world. You remind me of him. He died of a heart attack on a stage in a foreign land. It was a brief and powerful feeling to share the love of this singer without him around. We have less in common. Even I loved him too. We all did. Do you want this to be our theme? Very good. And the tea is ready. In the past, I tried to control everything. My work was dead. This time, let's follow our intuition, gather some pieces, and see what happens. What magic might be hiding in this day, which will pass and never return? This tea is good for the throat. It makes me want to sing.
Chubaleni husanota, Chubaleni husabe, Chubaleni husanota, Krimosanahi. Pleminutu sa canora,
That was it. That was Cheng Valley. I thought we would capture Cheng Valley in a piece of art, but we captured it in a moment instead. A moment can never hang on the wall of a museum, but you will still carry it with you. You were the co-author of this moment. I would never have found it without you. I'll rest these weary knees, these old eyes. But you're welcome to bring me images of this valley, as long as you bring them close enough for me to see. I'll tell you what I know. There's only a little bit of today left. And then the city, the flood, the lights, the next season.
I knew my brain was doing something special. I thought I'd wake up with an idea for a new shape or color. Everybody would love my new shape or color. But instead, my brain gave me a dream which made people afraid, which is making you leave. The dream scared me, but also made me glad to be alive. I am happy to keep living. I don't mind. The elder said it means the season is ending soon. I want to tell you the dream now. Let's shut our eyes and lay on the roof. We are already on the roof. That's good. I'll speak the dream out loud and you imagine it. You can close your eyes now. I'll tell you when to open them. I am in the forest. The sun is bright. My stomach rumbles. I'm hungry. I look for something to eat. There are fruit trees lining the path. I look for one to pick, to eat. I climb up one of the trees and reach out to grab a shining red apple. I blink, and suddenly the apple is rotten. It looks like it's full of spiders. I blink again, and now the apple is just a baby apple. Not ripe or rotten. I lose my balance and fall onto the ground. The apple changes colors. Some are eaten, some disappear. I hear a voice. Someone is there with me. I try to recognize who they are, but their face keeps changing. They're kind of everywhere. I tell them I'm hungry. I want what the earth is trying to give me. They say, these aren't apples. They're memories of every apple I've ever seen. There's something wrong with my eyes, and there's something wrong with the soil. They say I need to look into the sun to clear out my vision. They say we're going to look together, and that when we do, they'll melt away. They want to. Then behind them I see you, watching from the shadows. You've been taking notes on everything. This makes me feel better. I turn my head and I let the light in. I lose track of everything. When I get my senses back, I find myself holding a round, red fruit in my hand. I don't know what it is, but I take a bite, and it's the most delicious thing I've ever tasted. Then I woke up. You can open your eyes now. You probably have questions. I was seeing old apples, new apples, everything. I couldn't see the right now part of everything. I had to forget a little. The face of the ghost person in the dream? They were everyone and no one. It reminded me of someone I used to look for. My birth was not easy. I was bigger than most babies. After I was born, The elder advised them not to have any more children. But years later, my parents tried. They told me I'd have a sibling, but we lost them a few weeks later. I felt like it was my fault. I should have been born last, if ever. I needed to see this missing person somewhere, so I searched faces for a face I'd never seen. I thought I had to carry them forever, but in the dream, they wanted to become part of everything. I had to let them go, which felt like a piece of me was dying. It hurts a lot, but it's a nice thing to do if you can, to let part of you become part of everything. Oh. I feel a bit winded now. I feel like everything is happening the way it should, but I still wish none of it would happen at all. I wish my dream didn't mean anything. I wish we had wasted more time together. I know. Thank you for reminding me. We'll go down this roof together. And you'll keep going down and down, down into the heart of the world. Thank you for listening to my dream.
I try to divide the things I see between two categories, permanent and impermanent. But the division breaks down. The difference is just a feeling.